Hey there, families. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm so glad you're watching. I'm Ryan Weber, the Vibe Director for the Fremont campus, and I'm just putting these videos together each week as a place for you to connect, to know what's going on, to hear what's coming up, and just to get a jump on what's happening on this coming Sunday. First off, congratulations on surviving all the way to 2017. A lot of your kids are back in school, so it's time to party. Hopefully you guys are all more rested than you were over the last couple of weeks. But I just wanted to cover something real quick with you guys. And I talk to so many parents all the time. And a lot of you express this frustration with your kids. How maybe annoyed you might be, or frustrating they are for you, or how you have these hopes or expectations or desires to see them grow into this certain kind of person. And a lot of times, you don't see that happening, and I only bring this up because I hear it every week, and there's a desperation within all of us to see our kids grow up to be these pillars of the faith, these strong people that we want to see, and I want to encourage you because personally, I was 22 before I got saved. So if you saw me when I was in grade school, I would be that kid that you would never believe would ever get it. Okay. But I just want to share a quick story with you. There's a high school junior right now who's in our Amplify ministry, who I've known for a great number of years, probably since he was maybe in the 3rd or 4th grade. And he's been a great kid. He's nice. He's easy to talk to. He's easy to get along with. But a lot of us wondered, like, does he really get it? Does he understand this? We don't see the fruit coming out of him yet. And in a lot of cases, and in your position, he might have been somebody that you would wonder, like, is this working? Am I doing something wrong? And I just want to encourage you, because just last week, he comes to me and he's just genuinely broken. And he says that he feels like God is speaking to him for the first time. And he wants to listen. He wants to know more. And he's asking, like, how do I find out what my purpose for living is? How do I find out what God wants to do with me? What do I do with all of these questions that I've been afraid to ask because I don't want to blow my cover as a doubter? All these things are starting to come up, and it's honestly out of the blue. But the victory is that through the training, through the prayer, through leaders going out of their way, through his parents going out of their way, inconveniencing themselves to pray for this kid, to bring him into confrontation with the gospel over and over again, that now these questions are starting to come in. And I just want to encourage you, because a lot of times, that parenting is a long haul, and we might not see immediate results. We might not see results till our kids are in their 20s, 30s, or 40s, perhaps never. All you can do is faithfully pray for these kids, faithfully correct them when you need to, love the heck out of them when a lot of the world won't, and just bring them into confrontation with the gospel over and over and over, and let God do the work of growing faith within your kids. Be encouraged. Okay, so that said, this week we're talking about Matthew 8 when Jesus cleanses the leper. This is such a cool talk. It's very similar to the ones we've done for the last couple of weeks, but believe me, it will take more than the repetition we're doing at Vibe for the truth to really settle on these kids. So we're fine with repeating ourselves. This is it's a beautiful demonstration of an intimate, personal God who reaches out to touch the untouchable without fear of being unclean himself, because uncleanliness flees from the presence of God. And the parallel is that we are all in that same position. We are the lepers. We're sick with sin, and it's terminal. And the same God that reached out to touch that leper, the same God who had the power to heal that sickness, is the same God that hung on the cross to heal the sickness of sin in our lives. And I pray that the truth of this will rest on these kids' heart, and they will jump in the car Sunday feeling victorious over sin, thanks to this loving God. I love you guys. I will see you Sunday.